Okay, so here is the example data set for the demonstration of a log rank test and the Kaplan-Meier curve, as you can see here, the variables are listed in this window: the time, the follow-up time, the event, that means the motion sickness or vomiting, and the experiment, that means being the experiment 1 and experiment 2. So in the data view, experiment 2, that means number 2 refers to being in the experiment 2, and 1 refers to being in experiment 1, And the event 1, 0, 1, 0. 0, the event does not occur. 1, the event has already occurred. And the time is the follow-up time, starting from the minimum 5 minutes up to the last 120 minutes. So this is a data set that we are going to use for demonstration of log rank test and Kaplan-Meier curve, So as usual, click on Analyze and go to Survival and then Kaplan-Meier, Click on Kaplan-Meier. And here we define the time variable. We should took this time to the time box and the event to the status. And after taking this status, we need to define the event. By clicking Define Event, the event occurs is denoted or labeled as 1. So I need to just label 1 over here. And then the experiment should be taken to the factor because this is a categorical variable. And then compare factor, click over here. We need to choose log rank test over here. And then continue. Maybe in the options window, maybe we can have a plot of survival. That is a plot survival, and then okay, we can even draw if we want to see the hazard. You see, it's possible. So click on OK. So this is the survival table, and then mean and median for the survival time, overall comparison. You see the survival function, that is the Kaplan-Meier curve. This is blue color is the experiment 1, and the red or the green color is the experiment 2. And we can appreciate the survival of the two groups by having a look at all this Kaplan-Meier curve. But the overall comparison, which is the log rank test over here, having a chi-square statistic with degree of freedom 1, the p-value is 0.073, which is much greater than 0.05. So it is not statistically significant. We can conclude that there is no statistical significant difference between the two groups in terms of the survival time of the event of motion sickness, And even we can see, you see the hazard, how the hazard function increases over time. As time goes on, the hazard of developing the event will increase, That is the hazard function. The hazard function is the opposite of the survival function, by the way. The survival function will get dropped down, and the hazard function, because it tells us the hazard of developing the disease, and the survival function tells us the survival of surviving until a certain period of time. So the hazard function and the survival function are opposite to each other, We can draw the survival function by going back to Analyze, Survival, and Kaplan-Meier, and then Options. We can actually, here is the survival and the hazard. So the survival function could be there in the output, Yeah, the survival function actually is indicated by the Kaplan-Meier, sorry. For the two groups, this is the survival function by the Kaplan-Meier curve. And this is the hazard function. Okay, if we are interested to calculate the life table for this data set, go to Analyze and Survival and click on Life Table. Define the time, take 2 over this, and then the lowest 0 to the maximum is 120 minutes, and we can classify them by 5 interval. And the event is a status. Define the event, give a value of 1, and then if we want to just have this survival groups, we can take the experiment, Okay, in the options maybe life table is already selected. We can have this survival plot the hazard plot and the other plots could be there. And then click OK. You see this is a life table. The initial period 0 and then 5, because I made it to be interval of 5, you know. So the number entering at the start, the withdrawal, risk, the population at risk, the terminal event, that means the proportion of developing the event, and then the surviving, and then the cumulative. So this is the overall survival life table for the data set. The survival function for each individual, the cumulative survival function without any grouping, you know, and the hazard is just placed as a dot. So if we want to see the survival function for the predictor categorical variable, we can insert in the factors box during the procedure, you know. So this is all about survival life table, Kaplan Meier curve, and log rank test, you know. So tomorrow we'll proceed with Cox regression and the extension of survival analysis. So this is all for today. Thank you very much.